Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR Cup Series Championship finale at Phoenix Raceway. 312 miles, 312 laps. We know this is at least for the foreseeable future, the last championship race at Phoenix. We know next year it moves to Homestead. What we don't know for next year is what the format will be. Will it be the full 36? Will it be a chase-like format, or will it be the 3-3-3-4? We do know that the current format will be retired. They have said as much. There will be changes. Personally, I like a playoff. Personally, I like the current system we have, but redo the points itself. And I've done a video about that. If NASCAR changes, whatever change they make, I'm going to do videos. I'm going to watch. I'm going to be engaged. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to go, well, they're not doing what I want, so I'm not watching. Like some people do, and we see this on social media all the time, the crybabies. So yeah, no matter what track they race at, it's cool. I'm going to do videos. And guess what? I'm actually working on a video of a new schedule. We found out the 2027 Daytona 500 will be the week after President's Day, because the Super Bowl got moved back to President's Day weekend. I have a schedule idea of running the entire season between February 21st and September, whatever Labor Day is that year. I'm going to do that video soon. So yeah, I'm going to do videos no matter what the point system is. I enjoy the sport. I enjoy the personalities. And yes, there's a bunch of them. Matter of fact, the shirt I'm wearing, the guy is full of personality. Some of y'all don't like him, but that's fine. Like he even said, you get on the train or you get ran over by it. I got on it at Presto when he beat your favorite driver. Had the shirt. This is Hamlin number 2 shirt. So yeah. Anyway, if that made you turn off, see ya. 312 laps, 3 stages. Again, I like stage racing. I know some people don't, and that's cool. You can have your opinion, and that's cool. We can go back and forth with opinions. But when you start insulting and yelling and being ignorant about somebody's opinion, that's when opinions stop. That's when you need to get off me. All right, 60 laps, 125 and 127. Now, I know a lot of people talk about strategy changes with stage racing. You sure bet it does, but guess what? Strategy is better with stage racing because you can do the same exact stuff now as you could back in the day. Fuel window 94 to 104. If you feel the tires can go 90 laps, you can do it. You're going to run the first stage out, stay out, pit during the second stage. Because guess what? You have to pit no matter what during the second and third stage. So you can strategize around that. Now, is it best for the best tires? No. Would it be best to stay up front? No. Even before stage racing, strategy could mess up and cause issues and get you all over the place. So I think strategy is even better with stage racing, but that's just my opinion. All right, 11 of the last 12 seasons in the current playoff format with the eliminations. The champion won the final race. Now, little Larry McNugget here from 1975 through 2003 in the Ladford-Winston Cup system. One time, the champion won the finale. 2005 through 2013 during the chase, or 2004 through 2013, the chase era. One time, the champion won the final race. In the playoff format since 2014, all but one time, the champion has won the final race. You have to win the final race to be champion. 11 to 12 times, and I think there'll be 12 or 13 after this race. In the spring of Phoenix, we had 10 cautions. That is the third most, and the most is 12. That happened twice. So we don't typically see that many cautions at Phoenix. We'll see what happens this week. I know we had that different tire compound on the right side, one we've used all year at short tracks, but it's new for Phoenix. We did see some tire. I look at it as more air pressure crossing the line than tire issue. To me, if there's a tire issue, it would be just like, was it 2008 at Indy where everyone had tire problems. That was a tire issue. That was something, I don't know what the hell that was. But having, 10 out of 30 cars have a flat tire, and some of them was twice, and unfortunately a few drivers hit the wall, that's just air pressure and camber going against the Goodyear recommendations. All right, the next 3 stats I'm going to throw out, little McNuggets here I'm going to throw out, is going to point to a different champion, driver's champion. 3 of the last 5 fall races, the winner of the race, who won the championship, won it from the fall, On the pole, baby. In 2018, the champion finished 37th at Martinsville the week before. That was Joey Logano. Chase Briscoe finished 37th last week at Martinsville. In 2020, Chase Elliott won back-to-back races to end the season, Martinsville and Phoenix. William Byron won Martinsville last week. So it points to any of those three as champion. Matter of fact, as a fan of the sport, I've fed multiple drivers. Once my drivers, Alan Quickie passed away, and then Jeff Gordon retired, I don't have just one driver anymore. I like all drivers. There's actually 4 drivers in NASCAR I don't like, and 2 of them are in the Cup Series. So as long as those 2 don't win races and don't win championships, I am happy. There's only been 3 times this year I haven't been happy then. That's Kyle Larson and Ryan Preece. As long as Larson doesn't win, I'm good. It'd be great. It'd be a great offseason. If Larson wins, so be it. He's done it before. Not the end of the world. Just like, whatever. And move on. That's how I do things. Unfortunately, there are fans out there, when your favorite driver doesn't win, you boycott the sport. Or if you don't like the system, you won't watch. But then yet you complain about it. So in order for you to complain about current things, you must watch. But you said you didn't watch, so how do you watch? I don't understand it either. All right, so similar tracks, flat tracks in NASCAR. We're talking the Richmonds, the New Hampshire, the Martinsville, Phoenix, Iowa, Worldwide Technology, because of the way turn 3 and 4 are, and the front straights and the front and back straights way they kind of follow this. I know 1 and 2 is a little different. Their gateway is kind of a little banked a little bit. I've walked down it. It seems like it's banked a lot, but it kind of falls in this category as kind of the flatter tracks. We've had 32 races on those tracks in the Gen 7 era, and what do you know? Roger Penske's 2 cars, top 2. Ryan Blaney 8.68 with 4 wins. Joey Logano, these are average finishes, 8.84 with 3 wins. And then we have a couple Hendrick boys, 9.28 for Kyle Larson with 2 wins. William Byron 10.66 with 5 wins. Denny Hamlin 10.75 with 4 wins. Christopher Bell 11.0 with 5 wins. Chase Elliott 11.24. All Hendrick, all Penske, all Gibbs right there. Boom, your top 3 teams in the sport. Then we got Ross Chastain, 11.72 with a win. Chase Briscoe, 14.38 in a win. Chris Buescher, 14.90 in a win. Now, let's move on to Phoenix. Just Phoenix only. 7 races in the Gen 7 era. Ryan Blaney, 6.2 average finish. William Byron, 8.0 with a win. Ross Chastain, 9.42 in a win. Chris Buescher, 9.57. Kyle Larson, 10.14. Denny Hamlin, 10.86. Christopher Bell, 12.14 and 2 wins. Joey Logano, 12.29 and 2 wins. Tyler Reddick, 12.43. Kyle Busch, 14.0. Average finish in those 7 races. William Byron, 5.18. Ryan Blaney, 6.16. Kyle Larson, 8.32. Tyler Reddick, 9.16. Denny Hamlin, 9.61. Ross Chastain, 10.01. Christopher Bell, 10.88. Chase Elliott, 11.69. Joey Logano, 12.18. Now, if we narrow it down a little bit to just the fall race, because we know a lot of these tracks, the spring race and the fall race are kind of 2 different animals. They race different. Different drivers have success at either or. So just the 3 fall races, the 3 championship races at Phoenix in the Gen 7 era, I'm talking about 22, 23, and 24. Ryan Blaney, average finish 2.0. William Byron, 4.33. Kyle Larson, 5.33. Joey Logano, 6.66. Ross Chastain, 7.66. Denny Hamlin, 9.0. Chris Buescher, 11.67. Noah Gragson, 12.0. Bubba Wallace, 13.0. And Daniel Suarez, 15.0. If you look at average finish in those races, Ryan Blaney, 4.16. William Byron, 5.03. Kyle Larson, 5.94. Joey Logano, 6.89. Ross Chastain, 8.93. Denny Hamlin, 11.04. Bubba Wallace, 12.96. Christopher Bell, 13.08. Tyler Reddick, 13.99. As for NASCAR Fantasy Live, you get 10 starts in the regular season, 5 starts in the playoffs for all drivers. I've used all starts for Denny Hamlin and for Christopher Bell already. Typically, the playoff drivers aren't a good play for NASCAR Fantasy because they don't get stage points. Well, my fantasy is blown all to hell this year. Apparently, every time I do something, it doesn't work, and I don't watch races completely live all the time, so I don't get my bench guy in before the garage guy in before the end of stage 2, so it screws my team up and just bad luck and whatnot. So I just said the hell with it and just going Kyle Larson, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, and Chase Briscoe in the garage. Still playoff guys in there, I don't care. Head-to-heads, Martin Truex versus Denny Hamlin. Taking Denny Hamlin, obviously you can tell by the shirt. William Byron versus Kyle Larson. Yeah, there's no chance now I'm picking Kyle Larson. William Byron, Ross Chastain versus Joey Logano. I'm taking Joey Logano. Ryan Blaney versus Christopher Bell. I'm taking Ryan Blaney. All right. As for the points in the championship, we know there's 4 drivers, and we know it's simple. Whoever finished the highest is your champion. William Byron, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Joe Gibbs versus Hendrick. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like it, and I can respect that. Just give me your opinion. Just don't trash it and then not have something to back it up with, or say, and I love the one about they start rattling off stats. Oh, we all can rattle off stats. Stats are great. Love stats. Stats tell a good picture. Here's some stats for you. William Byron, most points this year. So if we look at just based on just rail points only, which I hate the fact that Racer Reference has this out there because this gets thrown up a lot, which is cool. I can argue points all day long, not the fucking Winston Cup shit. Get the Winston Cup shit out of here. It is not relevant. Overall points, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it, as Trick Williams would say. Kyle Larson minus 11. Christopher Bell minus 25. Ryan Blaney minus 62. Chase Elliott minus 89. Now, 11 points behind is what Kyle Larson is from William Byron in overall points. Alright, so I'm going to do a little comparison here. So right now, like I said, Kyle Larson is 11 points behind Byron in overall points. If you go back to 1992, we entered the finale, the final race of the year. Davey Allison leading, Alan Koike minus 30, Bill Elliott minus 40, Harry Gant minus 97, Kyle Petty minus 98. Those were Winston Cup points. I know, different point system, but guess what? You can translate the values. So a 30-point lead in 1992 is equivalent to a 10-point lead today. 40 points is 13, 30, 30, 34. So in today's points, Allison had a 10-point lead over Alan Koike, a 13-point lead over Bill Elliott. In overall points today, Kyle Larson is 11 points behind, Bell is 25, Blaney is 62. So you can put some relevancy there. We're in the same ballpark here. Overall statistics. William Byron tied for 4th in wins. Tied for 4th in podium finishes. Tied for 6th in top 5s. Tied for 6th in top 10s. Tied for 5th in best average finish. Yes, he's led the most laps. Tied for 12th in laps completed. William Byron has the most points, but is not statistically the best driver. Go back to 1992. Davey Allison was statistically the best driver. Alan Koike was not. I'm an Alan Koike fan back then. Alan Koike won the championship. You can have champions who aren't the best statistical driver. It's happened throughout the 77-year history of NASCAR, no matter the system. The system that Richard Petty won 7 championships. The system that Lee Petty won 3 championships. The system that Dale Earnhardt won 7 championships. The system that Jimmy Johnson won 7 championships. Were all different. So, different systems, different, a lot of championships. Joey Logano 3 championships. Completely different system than what Lee Petty had, but he's still a 3-time champion. So no matter who wins the championship today, no matter who wins the championship, if they get rid of the playoffs, they're still champions of the sport. They still are legitimate champions based on the system. If William Byron wins today, he's still a legitimate champion. Wasn't the best statistical champion, but he's champion. Kyle Larson, same way. If you look at the comparisons of the 4 drivers, so Larson, 3 wins, 14 top 5s, 21 top 10s, average finish 13.5. William Byron, 3 wins, 11 top 5s, 16 top 10s, average finish 14.0. Chase Briscoe, 3 wins, 15 top 5s, 19 top 10s, average finish 12.5. Denny Hamlin, 6 wins, 14 top 5s, 17 top 10s, average finish 14.2. I know what some people out there are going to say. No matter who wins, you got better stats than Joey Logano did. Whatever. I've seen people actually comment that. So my point is, no system has been perfect. No system does the best driver win the championship, no matter who wins. Now, I have talked about it, and I've done a video about a playoff system that I created. It's basically the chase playoffs with a twist. And I'll explain. You run your 26 races, you still have winning in. I still like winning in. Top 15 in points plus any additional winners. That's your first run of your playoffs. You run 3 races. Top 12 in points, move on. No win to move on, no reset. You run 3 races, the top 8 move on. No win to move on, no reset. Top 8, same, get your championship 4. Now we have championship 4. We do a reset. So take all those playoff points we've earned in the first 36 races. Those 4 drivers can take advantage of those right now. They do a reset. So if we ran 2025 based on that, just the same points, same everything else, we just have eliminations with no reset and no way to move on. It's based on points only, and we do the reset at the finale. William Byron is leading the points. Kyle Larson -1, Christopher -5, Chase Briscoe -15. We're not. The actual legit is Briscoe, Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson. Whoever's the highest at the end wins the championship. Plain and simple. No matter what happens in the stages, no matter what happens in the... hell, William Byron can go out there and lead 310 of the 312 laps, get passed on the last lap by Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's your champion. That is just how it works. No matter the system. Drivers lose championships all the time. Just like Connor Zillage didn't win last night and Jesse Love did. The best statistical driver doesn't win. Everybody's losing their mind on social media, and I've said this a million times. Every champion is legit, no matter what people think, no matter what system you try to compare it to. Now, my 4 picks to win the race: Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson. I think we will have the champion win the race, no matter who it is. My pick to be champion, the driver that I want to win the championship the most. And if you don't already know, he beat your favorite driver twice. He was humbled as hell in his 60th win. Number 61, first ever championship, Denny Hamlin. I think he'll be as humble as hell this week too. He's doing it for his dad. You'll see a completely different side of Denny Hamlin. Maybe he gets the most popular driver, who knows. William Byron wins. I will wrap a shirt upstairs. I've worn videos as well. I don't have a Chase Briscoe shirt yet. I need to get one. I will never have a Kyle Larson shirt. So, Denny Hamlin, first pick. William Byron, second. Chase Briscoe, third. Those are my picks for the championship and the race as well. It's been a fun season. We'll do a countdown. 104 days starting tomorrow until the 2026 Daytona 500. I'm going to count those all down, profile the car numbers. And then the big plan for the off season isn't going to happen. Haven't had time to make the plan happen, but we will work on that for next year off season maybe. But anyway, racing's over. Videos aren't. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show. Once NASCAR announces the new playoff system or whatever system for next year, we'll talk about it here. Let's talk about it. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.